And now to discuss more on this, I'm joined by Mr. Subimal Bhattacharjee, who is the IT and technology expert. Good afternoon, Mr. Bhattacharjee. Now 10 years of Digital India, which has historic transformational journey. From UPI to AI, the progress speaks for itself. And now the government has announced free AI training with priority for all village-level entrepreneurs, or the VLEs. How is it going to help in building the future of India and its dream of entering the top 3 economies?
Thank you. I think the most important aspect that the Railway and IT Minister has announced is that you are going to train 10,000 village-level entrepreneurs in AI. So this is very significant because to the last mile, if you are not going and getting them into the system to be able to perform, if you are not skilling them, then at the end of the day, the reception for such an endeavor will not be there. You take the classic example of UPI, that the number of people across their literacy levels have become very, very familiar in no time, and that is the reason for the success of UPI. As the Honorable Minister was mentioning, today UPI is in 7 countries. But leave aside those other countries, in our country, the reception of UPI has been very, very strong and steady because, you went to the last mile. So here, when you are looking at AI, and mind you, AI is the future, and India has very rightly looked at AI into many, many areas in terms of developmental improvement and aid, as well as future strategic areas using AI. So that's where, again, the startups, the last mile, the entrepreneurs across the country, a lot of people have a lot of ideas, and a lot of people have a lot of ingenuity. If you are able to provide them the right basic level training, they are going to pick this up far much faster and would be able to do it. There's also the case of the smart hackathons run by the government that have been shown so much of young talents across the country to be able to find solutions to problems across various sectors or various gaps. And those things will even be possible when you move to the AI regime far much more closely, because you are getting people trained at the farthest end, and they're also going to seamlessly get integrated into how you are trying to push across the technology. So I think this is a very good step, and the scope remains across various sectors. It could be some kind of technical work, it could be some kind of problem solving that you try to get aided with AI. You could look at optimizing various resources that are available around. You could look at even enabling IT education or even cyber security. So, n number of opportunities are there.
Also, Mr. Bhattacharjee, now India's progress is deep-rooted in the villages, and now is the time when we are not only talking about internet access or penetration to isolated places, but upskilling the villagers and especially the entrepreneurs in AI. Like UPI, can this also become a blueprint for other countries?
Of course. You see, the whole intent of Digital India and as such, the technology revolution in the country has been to create an equal opportunity for everyone, wherever he is in the country, with whatever level of skills he has in understanding or performing with technology. Hence, the intent should be to carry everyone forward, and that is where the support for various entrepreneurship around the digital space also becomes very, very important, and that is where you need to give some basic skill and training. So while we have successfully done the technology adoption across sectors, we have also gone out as part of our diplomacy right from G20, when India or during India's G20 presidency, to be looking at digital public infrastructure, and thus go and enable those countries also to look at our success story, because our success story is significant. We are a huge, populated country, so the scale of our networks are quite big, and the number of functions that happen simultaneously, uh, that's also quite high. So you need real proper planning and scaling, and that is what has happened, and that is the strength now today with years of experience that we are able to show to the other countries and offer to the other countries that this kind of scalable models is something that you can adopt and you can adapt to your various parts of the country across various functions. So I think that is where is very important to see that while around DPI we have gone and supported the global south, now comes the time of AI, and so on a similar pitch we are also going to be useful to many other countries in the world in terms of adoption of AI across various sectors and also skilling the manpower at the various levels. So a beginning has been made, as the minister has said, that if 10,000 village level entrepreneurs are trained across the country with artificial intelligence, I think that same model can also be supported in many other countries who look up to India for assistance and support, particularly in the digital space.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Subimal Bhattacharjee, for joining us and bringing us a rounded perspective on 10 years of transformational journey of Digital India.